You can't play this against South Africa and expect not to be pounded by South Africa. You cannot play this against South Africa and expect not to be pounded by South African side. Because the way South Africa, the way Amana South Africa is composed and compactable in the way in these qualifiers, Nigeria cannot play like this, the way we played against Rwanda in South African game, and expect not to be pounded by South Africa. In fact, that last 10 minutes that Nigeria were under pressure, the Rwanda side were pressurizing Nigeria. You can't absorb that pressure from South African side. They will definitely pound you. Nigeria may not qualify for the World Cup. Let's use will not qualify for the World Cup because the road is too long. We can't win South Africa. It is not possible for us to win South Africa. I'm not saying we don't have the players that can defeat South Africa, but we are not playing as a unit. Nigeria is not playing as a unit. So how do we win South Africa? How? Now in this game, the only players I can fish out, I can point out and give kudos and comment for the game is only Alex Iwobi and Benjamin. These are the two players that performed much to expectation. They did extremely well in the game. All other players, Kevin Bassey, they were relying on too much back pass. And then Olaina, at the point Olaina was pressurizing, they was putting the runs. So how do we win? How do we win South Africa with the way we played? See, what I saw in this game is I saw a bunch of players that are not willing to play in the World Cup, are not ready to play in the World Cup. And the players that I pity most is that of Ademola Lookman and especially Victor Osimhen. When then do you qualify for the World Cup? The next time that the World Cup comes, you will be 30. And who knows, you might not be at your peak as of that time. So if Osimhen cannot qualify for the World Cup now, when next will you qualify? When would you qualify? Now that you are heating up in Europe, in football now, you can't mention 4-5 strikers, top strikers in the world without mentioning Osimhen. Then when do you qualify for the World Cup if you cannot qualify now? For how long can we continue to calculate and punch our calculators to say, okay, if Nigeria win this and the other people lose this? For how long? For how long? This is a group where the only fear we should have is South Africa. It is the group that our only fear should be South Africa. But against Lesotho, we struggle to win. Even this game against Rwanda, if those players, the Rwandan players were clinical enough, that last 10 minutes, they would have defeated us or probably get a draw. Then we want to go to the World Cup. We know they deceive ourselves, Nigerians. Nothing like hope they. Yes, we know once we want to calculate, mathematically, Nigeria may still be able to qualify in the World Cup. But the blunt truth is that we are not going to the World Cup.